When I first started working for Steiner Properties in 2008, I did a tour of the portfolio. It's a family-owned real estate company, and they're all former retail stores. And I came to Calgary and stood outside on Stevens Avenue and saw the gem. It's beautiful. I walked inside and saw gold leaf ceilings and rosettes and saw what it could be, and it was going to be the star of this family's company.
Project for me when I came on in 2014, this project was a chance to develop a property within the city of Calgary that was, of course, a landmark. It's something that you put in a portfolio that is a once in a lifetime. So the project is near and dear to me.
So some of the challenges that we faced is our physical location in downtown Calgary, which is Stevens Avenue. We have a lot of foot traffic, bus stop on the side, and a very narrow alley out the back. So getting materials in and out of the building, doing demolition and getting concrete out literally had to come out through a window or over the roof.
Challenges for me on this project were developing some of the gold leaf in the main floor and making sure that it was brought to heritage standards, turn of the century look, feel, appeal, finding material in particular to make sure that the year and the era was still maintained.
So my favorite part of the project was the transformation of the fourth floor. We went from a unusable space that had very low ceilings, lots of cross beams. They look like old railway ties. And we didn't know what we were going to do with the space. We have 10-foot ceilings up there, and in sections we've got 20-foot ceilings. It has beautiful natural light. Architecturally, a great blend of the heritage elements with a new modern style while keeping a really funky vibe.
Some of my favorite elements in this build were, of course, the clock. We hired a watchmaker and a clockmaker to take the clock and get it working again. That's a big focal point on the main floor. Some of the other elements were recreating the handrails that go into the basement. They were missing initially, so we actually profiled the old stone ones and recreated it out of wood and then did a full finish on it. Redoing some of the brass on the entryway and around the cages in the basement, that was another point that, once done, looked fantastic.
Some of the heritage highlights in the building, they're provincially protected elements, which is in the Bankers Hall, which is our main floor and mezzanine of the building. It's the gold rosettes on the ceiling.
The bank vault downstairs was repurposed into the men's washroom. It took 7 days to get through that wall, 2 feet thick, 1-inch rebar, 6-inch squares, and 3 layers of it.
Preserving heritage buildings in Calgary or any other municipality is very important because it adds to the dimensions of a city. Calgary is a relatively new city. For Calgary, it really helps develop the landscape of where we came from and where we're going.
To recreate this one and actually let people enjoy it again was the most satisfying in that respect because it doesn't happen all the time, and I'd rather see it rebuilt than taken down.